Hello everyone and welcome to the show. I hope you are having a wonderful time. So I'm super excited about my special guest in the house today. She is a beautiful, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. She's absolutely stunning. She's a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a wife, she's a mother, she's a fashion designer. She's who I want to be when I grow up. I have here with me Layori. How are you?
I'm good, but that was, oh my gosh, my head just got bigger.
So big. Thank you so much for coming on EL Now. It's good to have you.
It's a pleasure.
Like I said, she looks
a pleasure.
She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So you are, I guess, probably most well known for being a singer, a songwriter,
right.
And before we get into the music and everything that you're up to right now, we want to get to know you a little bit more and kind of go way back to where it all began. So what exactly is your full name? You go by Layori, but what's the full thing?
Oh, wow. I love that. You're really good at this. Okay. It's Shakira, Stephanie, Layori, Coker, and Layori is basically that name which I want to take places because that's part of my family name, which is such an important part of my life, and I decided to carry that name and represent that name because we're also from a very huge family. Therefore, I kind of just took the O out and thought Layori. It's easier, sounds cool.
Life is short. Why don't you take a minute, try to realize what you're living for.
So you have a very diverse background. You've done quite a bit of traveling in life. Can you just take us on a quick journey from where you were born to where you reside right now, which is in Portugal, apparently?
Right.
Okay, so break that down for us.
Oh, wow. Born in Nigeria, proudly born in Nigeria. Spent the first, I would say, 5-6 years of my life here. Then the family, we moved to America where I grew up in New York. And then at some point I was back here in my teens for like another 5-6 years where I actually spent some part of, or the most part of my high school, Mayflower School. And around about the age of 16, I think something happened where I realized, okay, it's nice to study, it's nice to go to school and do all that kind of stuff, but what do I really want to do? And for me it was all about the showbiz world, and it was about music, fashion, and there I thought, okay, I'm going to go out for my dreams because I just felt like, not that I couldn't get it here, but maybe also just growing up abroad, there was always something I was missing, again, like to go back. And so I did that and followed my dreams. I had this straight love for Portugal because it just felt like the perfect meeting point between Europe and Africa. There was that, you know, spark between Portugal and I was there for around 3.5-4 years. And I did from modeling to also doing some backing vocals for big Portuguese stars like Paulo Gonzo, General D at the time. Modeled, went to a modeling school actually, even there, from Antonia Augustus, which is like one of the big designers there. I was visiting also in Germany, in Munich at the time, and being in Munich for like 2 to 3 weeks, I actually got my first job in like one of the most amazing locations just because I kind of like just stepped up and sang a song, and they asked me, would you like to start? So
do you remember what song that was?
I remember that I sang one song and I ended up singing 3 or 4 songs that night. and that went really fast. I mean, I was like doing all the main corporate events and the big openings, performing for even like royal people like the Prince of Donaueschingen and stuff like that. Also developing my artistic skills, like joining a gospel group there, being one of the lead singers, with just like getting real connected. And before you knew it, people were like, okay, well, have you heard about the new girl in town, the new singer in town kind of thing. And then I had like my own show in this very amazing jazz club, which I did like twice a week, called the Kafer, which is like a very, very nice place.
Okay.
So it was really like working my way step by step. My career didn't like take off, you know, overnight. My first band was actually called Back to Basic.
Okay.
And I was just using my other name called Stephanie and not Layori at the time. Then at some point I was introduced to an amazing artist, which sometimes a lot of people do not know, but I love her. She's called Chavela Vargas. She's from Chile. She was still singing with 85 years old, and singing not because she had to, but because it was her life and it was what she needed every single day of her life to go on. And that's what music is for me. One of the people I loved most growing up is Whitney Houston. But I asked myself, do you want to be a Whitney Houston? And I say, no, I don't, because I still want a private life. I still want a family life. I still want to be a mother who can have time. So you deliberately
stayed away
Yes,
from
I didn't want
fame.
to go there in that kind of level.
What are some of the most important lessons you've learned while traveling?
Don't try to change other people's culture and places. Try to understand where you are and try to learn a lot. Take the best, leave the rest, but still learn it.
Who has the best food that you've tried so far?
Mommy's food is the best. And then Portugal.
Okay.
And I love Nigerian food, from amala to eba to name it, in Igbo, dikaiko, and all that. I love all that.
Nice.
I love it.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Who has the cutest guys?
Right now, I got the cutest man in the world, because he's not just good looking, he's like my best friend.
Aww.
So it's cute looking inside out, like all over. And gave me this precious little girl called Malika Mayowa.
Why do you choose to sing in Yoruba, and especially because you live predominantly abroad?
I think I'm just it's funny. Okay, just for everybody to understand, in school I had an F, which is like failure in Yoruba. It was like really bad. I'm being honest here. My first album, Origin, was half Yoruba, half English. The song Dada, you know, I wrote that song in really like 5 minutes. The guitarist I was working with at the time and producer, Wally Warning, he was just playing something and I just sang that song. It was really like I didn't even know where that song came from until my second album, or till the end of my first album. I realized what that song is and what it meant and why it came the way it came.
So I understand you are quite the fashionista. You're a fashion designer as well. You designed your lovely outfit that you have. Is that a jumpsuit? I think it's a
I call it a jumpsuit dress.
It's a jumpsuit dress.
Yes. I'm sorry, I have to show
cute.
the world that because I'm so proud of this one.
It's so cute.
Well, basically, as you can see, it's got these two little holes here, but it's actually all
that's so
closed
cute
here. So
I'm
not going to stand up. You'll see me just before I leave. Well, maybe just a little bit
cute,
like that. Yes, it's one of mine. My fashion idea and concept started from just me making outfits for myself. One of the most amazing artists who I find her style so unique and just so simple and sophisticated is Sade, who is also Nigerian. I love the thing about Sade that she just has her red lips always, her hair back clean, and that's it. I didn't want to follow any path that's already been taken, put it that way. So I wanted to find a style that is Layori. Modern, elegant, sophisticated with an African touch.
Okay.
And that's what I kind of put into my fashion and representation for myself.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we have to go. We can't keep talking to you forever.
Do you want me to go?
Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been great chatting with you and catching up with you.
We have to do it again.
We have to do it again. Yeah. Absolutely.
And next time I'll have another outfit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Isn't she fantastic and amazing? I am obsessed with her. She's my woman crush. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Go out there and have a good weekend.